Well, hey there, folks. Tip here, Stupid Gardener. Just checking in with you here, doing our weekly update on the garden and everything else going on back here in the yard. It is July 19th, and it's a Sunday, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's already into the low 80s. Today here in North Carolina, it's supposed to get up into the mid to high 90s, and about I think it's going to be like 80% humidity. And I tell you what, I've been out here like an hour or so turning the compost, and I am just drenched with sweat. You try and start early in the morning, and boy, the humidity just hits you, after about 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. So, but we'll do a little quick update here so I can get back to work and before the old humidity really kicks in. So hold on one second. All right, I thought we'd start off here with the old compost pile. I just started to turn everything from these two bins into this last bin here. And look at this great compost that we have. I haven't shown this in a while to anybody, but it's really doing great. And this is all just weeds and grass clippings and kitchen waste. And look at that. That's some great soil that's going to go into our raised garden beds in the fall when we start to build them for next year. So far so good on this. I'm going to be mowing the lawn hopefully later on this afternoon, hopefully before the evening comes and it cools down a little bit, and we'll be putting some grass clippings in here on top. So hang on one second here. Let's go look at the wildflowers here. All right, here's our wildflowers, and I apologize about the sirens in the background there. There's a busy road right behind the house here, and the fire engines and the ambulance are flying up and down the road there. There's accidents on this road all the time because people just fly up this road here. But so here are our wildflowers, and look at those beautiful flowers coming in here. Just coming in perfect there. We picked a whole bunch here, and we got them setting up on our kitchen table, and they're really coming in great. I can't wait till next year because there's a lot more that's going to come up next year that we planted. And we got a hummingbird feeder here that I got for Father's Day, and we saw 2 or 3 hummingbirds out here yesterday morning just flying around. So far so good here. And the other side's coming in as well. Really getting some good colors here, a lot of yellows and oranges. And you got a few purples coming up there, so I think it's going to look good over the next couple of years when this really grows in nice and thick. So let's go over here and look at our old tomatoes. Okay, we got a few tomatoes coming in here. That one there's starting to turn. We got another one back there that's starting to turn, but we got a whole bunch of green ones, and we are just kind of waiting for them to turn. So, and let's see, hold on here 1 second here. All right, we got more sirens going by here. Yeah, they're coming in great. Look at that, nice. That should be turning in a couple of days. We'll be able to pull that off. I've gotten a couple of tomatoes off here so far. And I tell you, you really got to do your due diligence in pruning these things back and tying them up, because this thing's growing, especially this first one here, is growing like crazy, and it is heavy. It is heavy. I'm so glad I have those stakes up there, and I'm tying them off, because this thing will be flat on the ground growing. They really are growing. So we should have some nice tomatoes coming off here, hopefully this week. Looking forward to those. All right, these are our pole beans, and as you can see, we got a whole bunch coming in there. Let me back up here so you can see them. The glare of the sun's really getting to them here. So, but these are really coming in great. And there's one right there. But I picked off a bunch yesterday. I'm gonna have to do some more today, and we'll be eating those this weekend. I've been taking them to work and eating them every day. But these things are just great. And it's so great eating these rather than getting them out of the canned green beans, because they're just full of sodium and all kinds of other stuff. And these are just fresh, and man, they taste good. So good. So let's take a look at our cucumbers here. All right, our cucumbers are coming in great. As you can see, we got one growing right here on the side here, and that's really coming in. And we got like 4 or 5 sitting in the house that I picked this morning. So These are really coming in great. We got another one hanging right there, getting ready to go. And this thing really has taken off, going right up that trellis there. It's going to be kind of difficult getting them off the top there when they start growing, but I'll have to kind of pick them and see if they just roll right off. We'll have to see what happens there, but I got a ladder I can get up there. But as you can see, I got a whole bunch of pole beans hanging off the top there too that I'll be picking. I picked them last night and these just grew up overnight, so we'll be grabbing some of these. So far so good. And Grayson we got going on here is these pollinators coming in. And there's a bee right in there. You kind of learn what the term busy as a bee means, because these bees are in here all day long just pollinating and helping us grow our cucumbers. So far so good. I tell you, standing out here in the sun, it really drains you. I am soaking wet. Strawberries are doing great. These are the ever-bearing strawberries, and they are really spreading out. And looking forward to next year, because I'm going to pull some of these out and transplant them off into another bed and just let them grow. But we're getting some real nice juicy strawberries off of there. So far so good. Okay, you'll notice here, I mean, everything is nice and green out here in the backyard, and usually mid-July is when really things start drying up back here, and I really don't even have to mow the lawn. But we have just gotten so much rain, you know, all through the spring and the early summer, that everything has just stayed kind of green here. This is my wife's swimming pool. She likes to come out here and lay in the sun and then cool off in the pool here, and she usually does that on Mondays on her days off, so I'm sure she'll be hopping in that thing tomorrow. You know, I'm very happy with the way things are turning out in the garden here. Really looking forward to next year, because we're going to put a couple more beds, probably 3 or 4 more beds here, and really start growing some stuff there. But stay tuned for that in the fall when we start to build the beds, and we'll probably do a couple of videos on that. But anyways, I guess I'm going to sign off here. I got to get back finishing turning that compost and getting out of this heat, and I'll probably come out later on and mow the lawn and do see if I can pick some more cucumbers and pole beans. So this is Tip from the Stupid Gardener. I'm going to sign off from here. Remember, if you have a comment, please put it down below. If you're not a subscriber, please do. And hit that old like button. And you know, you can take this video and kind of share it on your channel to other people you know too. So again, this is Tip from the Stupid Gardener. I'll see you on the next one. Everyone take care. God bless.